Japan 2020 Top 8. Here we go, already getting back into the game, you guys. We have Raito versus SHKY on stage.
Yes, our second loser's 8th set. Of course, if you just tuned in, SHKY was able to take out Ken. So Ken bowing out at 7th place. And of course, the winner of this will be moving on in the loser's bracket as well. And the loser will also be out at 7th place. Now, it's worth noting that at EVO Japan 2018, SHKY actually got 7th place last time. So let's see how he does against Raito in this set.
And Raito versus SHKY. Raito's actually lost every set versus SHKY so far. I believe they've played a total of 5 sets, so let's see what he could do to change up this number here at EVO Japan.
Will he be able to overcome his demon, or will he bow out at 7th place? Let's see what Raito can do right here.
Zaring that can away. Definitely a tool that you're going to be seeing a lot within this matchup.
Now, one of the key things to know about the dynamic of these two characters, of course, is Duck Hunt's a very kind of controlling character, using that can, using the various tools in his arsenal to just control the pace of the neutral. He's very good at doing that, but against a high mobility character like Zero Suit Samus, who's so fast on the ground and in the air, that can be rather tricky. And once she finds her way in, how do you get her off?
Yeah, definitely difficult, especially when it comes to characters that can help rush you down too. So the Nair followed up, but the can, of course, exploding right there, pushing them away, preventing Raito from being able to follow up. I like the way SHKY's jumping around these projectiles. You see, trying to throw out the Zair just in case. Raito wants to contest, trying to cover the jump.
Yeah, Zero Suit having such fast, high jumps just allows her to occupy that airspace and get around Raito's projectiles so well.
Especially with the flip kick too, being able to maneuver themselves around the platforms, getting around the can.
Lovely confirm into the up air, but not enough to take the stock just yet.
See SHKY trying to follow up with these back airs, trying to call out Raito jumping. Not going to be able to get that dash attack right there. Like that B reverse right there, trying to cover Raito from trying to push in. Although SHKY now finding himself off stage. Taking so much damage too, that back air, sending him off, and the can being able to do it.
Really important for Raito to get that stock there, because if he allowed SHKY to return back to neutral, it would have been really tricky, because that boost kick would have been able to get the KO. And we see the Z boost kick immediately answering back, only 21% on SHKY right now.
We're trying to call out that jump right there with the up air, although SHKY being able to flip kick around.
A lot of damage coming out from Raito right now. Look at how he's covering that airspace, using the can to cover the platform space, using the Gummons to cover the ground.
I believe can coming out frame 5, but the explosion coming out frame 1, being able to allow Raito to get out of pretty bad situations once the can is on board for him.
Oh, tried to read a roll in, very bold, but still returns back to neutral very quickly. And now Raito, nice lead for him right now, but off stage situation, good tech.
They're trying to go for that back air by the stage, but Raito had more than enough time to react right there too.
Excellent interception by SHKY right there. Tries to go for the platform whip, the Simon Belmont off stage.
With the B reverse, but still managing to get the up smash, calling out the jump from Raito by ledge.
Superb stuff, and when we see Raito kind of pinned in these pressure situations, that's where SHKY's able to really capitalize. Gunman not getting KO just yet. What's the ledge trap with the can? Tried to go for the forward tilt for KO, not going to be it just yet.
Yeah, right after that forward tilt, you saw the double upper coming through from Raito too. Again, these flip kicks though, allowing SHKY to get back safely.
And this is, again, the scary situation. Duck Hunt off stage, very vulnerable character, particularly versus a high mobility character like Zero Suit. Gets them there into the flip jump. Goodbye. Raito losing that final stock. And SHKY with a 2-stock finish. And the absurdity, the power behind that flip jump kick is still obscene.
Especially after the follow-up too. Perfect situation to send Raito off stage, get that spike.
Yeah, so what it really came down to was, even though Raito was trying his best to play in the corners, because it's kind of difficult at times for him to take center stage unless he's been able to get those hits. When SHKY had him isolated in the corners like that, that's that's where he was really able to capitalize, maximize his damage, capitalize on those edge guards, and get those KOs.
That could be pretty tricky for Raito too, trying to set up for the can by the ledge. Although SHKY being able to flip kick around the can and not have it much be a problem. Let's see what he's able to do in this game too.
Taking it to Battlefield this time, very different dynamic, particularly with how the center stage is played. Of course, having that top platform there, Zero-Suit having those high jumps might be a bit of an obstruction. As you mentioned before, the frame one can breaking out of that pressure.
Yeah, that explosion allowing Raito to get out of that situation and the pressure so that way he could reset the neutral of the gunman into the can. Raito really taking advantage of the platforms here now.
And it's again, similar start to what we saw in game one. Raito did have that early control, but SHKY was just able to wrench it out of his hands. Forward throw right here. Lovely stuff, using the shield as well. We see that so often from Raito. The shield at the edge with the can in place just to make it even more effective.
The parry not going to be able to do much, just ending up falling right on top of him with that Belmont whip that you were talking about, the side B plasma whip.
Look how hard it is for Raito to get back to the stage. Great recovery nonetheless, going real low for that. Even though he got that stock early, he hasn't been able to hit SHKY until now, finally getting a little bit of percent, but he still hasn't properly found his feet on the ground. Oh, such a genius play, using the extended hit lag on the can to get that KO. Genius by SHKY right there.
Yeah, that can being a double-edged sword for Raito, allowing it to extend and take out that stock. Good patience from SHKY though. You see, not trying to approach necessarily, just trying to add in the pressure from the platforms. Also able to react, getting the up smash, but not going to be able to do much as he does fall out of it.
Raito trading right there. And he gets the combo out of the gunman as well. Can poised in the corner.
Oh, but even though he hits away, Raito immediately retaliating back.
Oh, what a read on the roll, and beautiful stuff. Even ran forward to make it seem like he was going to catch the roll away, and instead dashes immediately back.
That bait right there, Raito predicting that he was going to play a lot more defensive, especially since he... Oh, but the immediate retaliation with the flip kick.
Stealing stocks away super early is that flip jump kick. It is absurd, as we saw before in game one.
Gunman covering the bottom of the platform of the can, taking care of the top. Raito just covering so much to prevent SHKY from trying to get in.
And as well, those gunmans really helping Raito, just serving as shields, even when SHKY is able to knock the can back towards him. Flip jump off the ledge, yep. No way to intercept it though.
Yeah, no reason to try to do anything by the ledge instead of just flip kick to get back safely, maintain stage control.
Great inception of the jump, and that's one of the important things that Raito is going to be needing to do throughout this set. Just call out those jumps from Zero-Suit and understand how SHKY is trying to... Oh my god! Wow. Oh, that almost got the KO. What a call out on that boost kick.
All that started from the down air 2 on the platform after being patient, but the forward tilts.
Very, very nice call out on that neutral get up. One of the few times that had gone for neutral get up in that situation. We saw him with a lot of success getting that flip jump off the ledge, but the one time he chooses not to go for it, Raito was ready.
That was very close, very nail-biting too. SHKY thinking that he had it in the bag, but Raito with a fantastic DI, immediately coming back with the forward tilt. You've seen how far that forward tilt is deceivingly large too, able to catch you on the ledge.
Yeah, quite a few good hitboxes on those duck-based moves. Unfortunately, they're not super disjointed. The duck does have its own hurt box, unlike, say, Kazooie, who doesn't have a hurt box. But here we go, game 3, Raito versus SHKY right now. Back to Pokemon Stadium. Again, we're going to see a similar dynamic to what we saw in the first game. That is a combo, very, very nice off of that clay pigeon.
And that up tilt into the up air too. Gets that dash attack with the can, stopping him short.
Yeah, wise of Raito right there, not to just commit to that extended edge guard. Instead, going back to center stage, establishing control, because that's where he knows he can play at his strongest.
See Raito trying to punish that flip kick. So I'm trying to go for the up air, something that he's definitely more wary now in this game 3.
Fantastic use of the shield around the can of the ledge.
Ooh, falling up air, but the can, again, that explosion coming out frame one, stopping him short from being able to convert into any more up airs.
Good shield right there from SHKY, just remaining patient. Doesn't want to drop shield or maybe try to jump away.
Team trying to Zair not only the can, but the gunman too.
Oh, Raito going off stage to place that can. A little bit risky, but finds his way back onto the stage.
Yeah, narrowly avoiding that back air. The parry, though, into the forward tilt. I love the patience. See him drift back. Definitely had the right idea there, but unfortunately fell too short before the Zair came out.
Good F tilt on that can right there. And look at how high SHKY's trying to stay, making himself really, really difficult to hit. Again, a great interception call out on the jump. SHKY is on point with these boost kicks at the moment.
Yeah, catching Raito slipping right there close to the blast zone. That boost kick coming through. Raito having to be careful and trying to go up high. As you mentioned, it could be really difficult for Duckman to try to get ZSS away from his personal space once she closes in. Ooh, uses the downer to try to get the can off stage, but not able to do much. SHKY finding his way in that window of opportunity. Again, there's that Zair negating the can.
Right, finally gets the KO with that can. It wasn't too stale because he just lost his stock, so he was able to get the KO at that percent. Call out on that jump, immediately comes down with the down air to relieve that pressure. Just a lot of back and forth between these two. But again, favor is still with SHKY. Great combo off the can and into a double up air.
The gunman almost trying to confirm that can to hit SHKY, but SHKY holding shield patiently on the platform. Jumping right over the frisbee and almost into the grab, but Raito being able to jab.
Excellent back air right there from SHKY, and a good edge guard. He's going high, but he overextends and self-destruct from SHKY right there. That is not the time to be losing those stocks.
Especially here, man. Now he's up an entire stock, having to come back, although we've definitely seen it already from him.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Great can right there, but it doesn't matter in the face of that flip jump kick. Even game, last stock apiece, the potential last stock of this tournament for both of these competitors.
Making a statement, didn't even need that last stock, basically giving it to Raito. See him trying to go for that cross-up on the shield using the nair.
Now Raito coming through with these normals, using those combos, getting the can placed in the right position.
Rolling right into Raito, not going to get punished though. Raito playing pretty defensively here. He's trying to keep SHKY on this ledge, but not going to be able to do it. The up air is not connecting. He does send can out. See SHKY playing extremely aggressive, although does get capped by that smash attack.
The smash attacks from Duckman very, very strong, but not enough to get KO just yet, even though Zero Suit is very light. And this is really, really close between these two.
Not trying to approach with the can, still right there next to Raito. Right there, but the forward tilt.
Raito has to be really, really careful in the corner. We know what happened before. He can get clipped by that neutral air, by that Zair, and that could spell demise for him. But keeping SHKY at bay with this can.
Yeah, throwing out the can right off stage. Still stuck by the ledge though. The gunman trying to give him the opportunity, trying to call out the jump too.
Great jabs coming out from SHKY, applying that pressure. Again, trying to call out the jump is Raito, but SHKY's so clever with his jump timings. Great down air as well. Is he going to get the call out? Not yet. Retreats to center stage. Good call out on the jump once again. And we see the fade back from Raito. He wanted to avoid the boost kick right there.
You see, that's why he had to throw out the can. That way he could get back safely. Super close game right now. Trying to call out the flip kick, but the flip kick actually being his demise. Raito takes it over SHKY.
Raito defeating his demon. He was 5 sets down, but SHKY finally takes one from him and advances further into the top 8. SHKY bowing out at 7th place once again here at EVO Japan.
Raito's definitely happy about that one. SHKY being sent to losers by TA, now being taken out by Raito. Absolutely close. No, again, nail-biting, last stock, last hit situation. Oof.
My heart is beating at a million beats per minute after that. That was